Hey guys, and thanks for joining me today for the online strength coaching program walkthrough. So I'll try and keep this video short. As it's a pretty boring video, we're going through how to use a Google Drive, how to enter into a Google Doc, how to read the program and how that's structured, and then how to look at the videos for the exercises that you are unsure about. So I'll just quickly share my screen here. And as we can see, I've got my program. So this is your home page or overview page. It's the first thing you'll see once you get your program. And here on the home page, at the very top, there's going to be a couple of things that you need to fill out. So anything with a blue square, you don't need to fill out. So I'll go ahead. My name's Scott. I'm a male, 27. I'm actually 195 centimeters and I'm 103 kilos this morning. And now you might be thinking about why this matters, but this here is going to enter into our weight tracker. So that's the first thing. Make sure that these are all filled out. The rest should be filled out by me already. So we'll have some goals that we'll be working through together, working towards together. Some program notes. So my current program, I'm trying to get my shoulder into better health, good for swimming, and releasing those lats, biceps, and pecs when I need to, especially going overhead. So that's my personal goal and program note. On the left-hand side here, I've got the warm-ups, and you'll see here the warm-ups, starting with some foam rolling. And I haven't left sets or reps because this one is a little bit of a feel. If you guys feel that you need to roll more or less, please feel free to roll more or less. These are going to be the muscles that I think you need to roll before you get into a training session. So there's the list. You can go through those. Couple of activations. I generally like to keep these rather short as well. Generally just going to be some activations on the abs and glutes, trying to get the core working. Down the bottom here, I've got my 10-point RPE scale. So here just demonstrates exactly what the RPE is, 1 being completely rested, 10 being failure, and in between there is somewhere where you'll be on your training. If you want to find out more about what RPE is, that will be in the training terminology handout that I'll send you guys soon. Training talk, this is for you to enter any comments that you think. So you might go, oh, today is the 4th. Had a good session. Shoulder was great. For example, and you can fill this out as you like. If you get to a certain session, for example, tomorrow, let's just predict the future. Session was rushed, skipped, warm up, for example. And just any info that you want to put in, you can put here in the training talk. And that's enough from page 1. Page 2, you guys don't have to worry about too much. This is more for myself. When I'm doing your program, I'm going to break things into phases and different methods, lifts, and different kind of target areas as we go throughout the year. So here I'll just outline exactly what we're going to do for the 12-month period. This one's empty. I'm going to leave it empty here, but you won't have to worry about that. But good to read through if you are wondering why Scott's making me do a certain thing. You'll find out why in here. Third page is our weight tracker. So here I've already filled in my info on the first page, the overview page. And now in my weight tracker, I should have these projected numbers. So here shows a macronutrient calculator, and this is telling me that I should be shooting for about 222 grams of protein, 159 grams of carbs, and 113 grams of fat per day to meet my goal of putting on muscle. So what I'm doing here, I'm trying to put on some muscle and lose a little bit of fat. And as you can see, the weight I put in weekly, doesn't matter which day of the week you choose, just try and be consistent with it. So personally for me, I do it on a Wednesday because that's the middle of my week. It's furthest away from the weekend in terms of I'm not binge eating food on a Monday and Tuesday. I'm trying to back into that normal weight range right before I go into another weekend. So choose your day on your own, up to you guys. And then each week you'll just enter your weight, which will project here on the weight tracker. So I'm getting a little bit closer to my goal. It's taking its time, but it's hard at the moment. Just trying to bring down a little bit of body fat and increase some muscle mass. So that's the weight tracker there, guys. Then you go into your program. I'm on a 2-day program here, 1 and 2. Pretty straightforward as you read. The numbers on the left-hand side is the order that you will do the exercises. So I'll do 1, 2, 3, 4. When there's a 5 with a letter, so these will be supersets with the letter. So I do 5A, then I do 5B, and then I go back to the top. 5A, then 5B, and I'll do this for 3 sets each. That makes sense. Now, I don't know what the hell an SSB squat to a box is. So I've got videos here for all the links. Links here for all the videos. There's a lot of people that talk. And these will open up a YouTube video for you that'll talk through the technique in the best way that I find possible. Some of these videos are myself, some are some other experts in the field who I really value their input. But each one of these exercises is going to have a video with an available link. So don't ever need to sit there and go, I can't do this exercise, I don't know what it is. There will be a video for you. Now, once you've completed your exercises, we're going to put in our working weight. Again, the difference between working weight and warm-up weight, that will be discussed in the training terminology. But we're going to put our working weight here in the weight section. And since I did 80 kilos for 3 sets, I will just leave it at 80 kilos. Now, let's say for landmine press, I did 10 kilos the first round, and then I did 12.5, and then I did 12.5 again. Excuse me. That will look like so. For a bodyweight exercise, such as this inverted row, I can just do this to show that I've done it. Or I can go, depending on where you're doing it, here at the Strength Shack with the power rack, I could actually say, all right, I had the bar at level 10. So I might go level 10. And then I know next time, to make it a little bit harder, I might try and get to level 9. Cool. Once again, I've got a notes section here. Sometimes I will fill in the notes section with a certain technique that I want you to do or something like that. If there is space in the notes section, feel free. Didn't have box. And you can put that in your notes for your box squats, for example. So just try and communicate as best as you can with me on that. Last but not least is the movement page. Now, most of you guys will have a movement day being athletes. We've got a dynamic warm-up, which you'll go through. This is going to be really good to get the heart rate going and encourage some good technique and some running drills. And then we're going to get into the actual movement session, the kind of power work here. Once again, it's very similar. I'll have you guys use the videos. If you're not sure, you won't need to enter that you've done these. I'm going to take your word for it. You're only cheating yourself if you don't. And yes, you won't have to progressively overload. So just keeping this as is, as it's structured throughout the weeks, throughout the month. I believe that's all, guys. So I'll stop rambling on. Once again, if you've got any other questions on the program side of things, use the online strength coaching Facebook group, the members page. Chuck up your questions in there. You can screenshot the program and say, Scott, what is this? Anything you need, feel free to reach out to me on that. So hope that helps you guys to understand the program layout and how to use it. Thanks for joining along. I'll see you soon.